All right, what's going on, everybody? Hopefully, you're having a great day. So, as you can see from the title, I want to talk about Jalen Hurts in this video. Coming off of the Super Bowl, where we know he threw for over 300 yards, ran for about 75 or so, had a really good game, was probably on pace to become the MVP of that game. Of course, Kansas City came back, won it. Mahomes won MVP. I was watching First Take the other day with Mad Dog Russo. He made the claim that Jalen Hurts is not even a top five quarterback in the league. I can't remember where he placed him, but I know he was saying not top five. I think he was saying he was in the five, like the 6 to 10 range, I believe is what he said. And it got me thinking, is he right about that? Is he underrating Jalen Hurts? Just basically, is Mad Dog correct in thinking Hurts is a top 10, not a top five quarterback? So I was thinking about that. Going into the season, I was one of those who put, Mahomes, Burrow, Allen in a tier. Below that was like your Trevor Lawrences, Lamar Jacksons, guys like that. I feel like I put Jalen Hurts in that second tier. I think to me he was kind of towards the bottom of that second tier for me going into the season. But after seeing the progress he made this year, the playoffs, then in the Super Bowl, which biggest stage of the year, his first time being there, going up against great organization in Kansas City, great quarterback in Patrick Mahomes. We've seen guys crumble in those moments where Hurts seemed like he probably had his best game in that situation. That's with the fumble, withstanding, which was a pivotal point in the game, of course, but you look at that game, he did it all. With all the quarterback draws and sneaks, all that they called, all the times that he scrambled around to find open guys over the middle, down the field. He just had a complete game in that Super Bowl to me. I'll still say that without that holding call, I would have loved to see a little over a minute to go, Jalen Hurts with the ball in his hand to see what he could do. I'm not going to rehash that, not rehashing the Super Bowl, not doing that. But I'm just saying, would have been cool to see what he could have done in that moment. Maybe if he had pulled off the drive to tie the game with a field goal, or even possibly win it with a touchdown drive, would people like Mad Dog feel differently about him? I don't know. We don't know because it just never happened. But for me, looking at the quarterbacks in the league right now, I feel like Mahomes at this point is on a tier by himself. Below that, you would go Burrow. And to be honest with you, I might have to put Hurts up there now. Because looking around the league, there's Justin Herbert, all the talent in the world. Maybe he's being held back by Brandon Staley and that, coaching staff. Could Herbert get up there ahead of Jalen Hurts? I feel like he has the potential to. For right now, I feel like Hurts is a better quarterback. You want to look at Trevor Lawrence, who similarly to Hurts got first taste of the playoffs this past season, had that great performance, second half performance against the Chargers in the opening round. First half we know was terrible. The second half was as brilliant as the first half was awful. He's definitely a young talent in this league, but I would still put Hurts ahead of him. Josh Allen, to me, has taken major steps back after this past year, to the point where we have to look at Josh Allen as, with Brian Daboll, how he progressed. So far without Brian Daboll, he's been turnover prone and all that. So until Josh Allen can put together a good year post Brian Daboll, I'd have to take Jalen Hurts ahead of him. Like I said, Lamar Jackson is another mobile guy. I feel like Jalen Hurts throws the ball better than Lamar. Lamar, as well, the past couple of years has gotten hurt towards the end of the year, which Hurts did this year, but to a lot of Eagles fans and to myself as well, that Hurts injury, he probably could have played through, but I feel like it was kind of a maintenance thing with them because they had the top seed wrapped up, gave him a week or so off. I'm not going to sweat that. I mean, after that, I would just be pulling a random quarterback's name. So let's stop right there. But looking at the modern NFL, you don't need necessarily the Mike Vicks or Taysom Hill, guys who play quarterback but are only back there because they just like run around and all that. Don't necessarily. Okay, let me backtrack because what I was about to say is probably going to be disrespectful to Mike Vick. But the modern NFL, let's go there. We're looking at a league that's moving towards the quarterbacks that move around in the pocket. Everything breaks down, can take off, get yards with their legs, as opposed to that being kind of a novelty item back in the day, where your best quarterbacks were your pocket presence, not necessarily statues, because those guys have always kind of had their issues, but their mobility was within the pocket, like the rush coming up the middle, sidestep to the right, create a passing lane, throw it. Whereas Hurts can do that, but Hurts, guys like Justin Fields, quarterbacks like that, if the pocket completely collapses on them, they're not just sitting ducks. They can, wiggle through a little opening here, scramble around, dance around behind the line of scrimmage, throw it downfield, take off, juke a cornerback, run over a cornerback or something. So Hurts is the modern model and future of the quarterback position. But you just look at him, I don't know, there's just something different about him. He you can tell from looking at him, he's a great leader in that Eagles, locker room. When he does interviews and stuff, comes across as a very, I guess, like humble guy, I would say. Now, for this season for him though, obviously it's a stepping stone, I guess we'll say, toward eyeballs being on him for next year, because we know he was in the MVP race, fell short. They were the number one seed, made the Super Bowl. Now there's a target on Jalen Hurts' back going into next year. And now I want to see, how does he perform next year? Does he have a repeat performance? Do the Eagles win the NFC again? Do they make the Super Bowl? Win or lose, making back-to-back Super Bowls is a great feat. Could he win an MVP next year? Who knows? I mean, he's going to definitely be in the running because of this year. That's how the MVP voting works. But to me, I think he's clearly a top 5 quarterback. Like I said, I thought Mad Dog was dead wrong in saying, he said, Josh Allen was better than Jalen Hurts. I mean, his reasoning was because he's seen Allen perform better over a longer period of time than Jalen Hurts. Fine. If that's what you want to use, okay. For me, if I look at ranking quarterbacks, I rank them going into next season. To me, Jalen Hurts ranks higher than Josh Allen going into next year. Mad Dog also pulled out Aaron Rodgers to be ranked ahead of Jalen Hurts. Actually, I think Mad Dog had Hurts at 5, because I feel like he said it was Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, and Rodgers ahead of Jalen Hurts. I believe that's what he said. So I think he stopped at 5. Now, I don't know if he would have named other quarterbacks to move ahead of Jalen Hurts, but that seemed like where he. So I started this with saying Mad Dog had Hurts in the 6 to 10 range. I think he had him at 5. where I'm saying I would have him higher than 5. I'd have him at 3 because Aaron Rodgers, I'm sorry, going into next year, we don't know where he'll play. The past few years for me have been meh in terms of Aaron Rodgers. Now, Mad Dog did say he put Rodgers ahead of Hurts because Rodgers has a Super Bowl. I guess. That was like 13 years ago. Still, the only NFC championship Aaron Rodgers has won was that Super Bowl year. Jalen Hurts has already matched that in what is second year? Okay, so Rodgers won the Super Bowl. Cool. But you're going to tell me going into next season you'd rather have Aaron Rodgers over Jalen Hurts? Nah, not me. Give me Jalen Hurts all day, every day. One, I think Hurts will be better on the field. It's not a lifetime achievement. It's going into next year. 2, he's younger. 3, you don't get the off the field drama you get with Aaron Rodgers, which is something that I'm tired of, and I'm sure a lot of football fans are tired of because we're already getting it this year with him going dark or whatever he said. I can't remember, but there's gonna be a lot of teams fighting over Aaron Rodgers. We'll see where he ends up. Ultimately, he might end up back in Green Bay just to spoil the whole story. But so because of that, I feel like Hurts is a better leader, locker room presence next year. I just like Jalen Hurts' talent over Aaron Rodgers. So to me, Jalen Hurts going into next season is not only a top 5 quarterback, but he's a top 3 guy to me. Some of you may argue he might be better than Burrow. I'm a big Burrow guy, have been. Probably will be for the foreseeable future because I just like Burrow's approach to the game. He has, I don't know, he just has a demeanor that comes across as a guy who's going to win in this league. I'd be shocked if Burrow goes through his career and doesn't win a Super Bowl. Same with Hurts. I feel like Hurts has a Super Bowl in him. Maybe next year. I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think Jalen Hurts is a top 5 quarterback? And do you think I'm overrating him by putting him at number 3 behind Mahomes and Burrow? You think that's recency bias? Whatever. Let me know down in the comment section. As I say in every episode, I will definitely respond to your comment. That is something I do. So, appreciate you tuning in. You already know what to do. Subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button. Definitely help me out. I really do appreciate, those of you who tune in. It's definitely been a fun past few months doing these. So definitely going to continue. But I just want to say appreciate all of you and the support. So as I always say, be safe out there. God bless. And I'll catch you in the next episode. All right. Have a good one.